Hi Steph, I know you wanted a video to go with this, obviously from a broadcast which was either today or recently, but I did have a look, didn't really find one, but I just remember when I was watching the news when Kobe Bryant died, which was obviously about a year or so ago, and I just remembered something that the lady who was presenting the news said, which is just, I mean, stuck with me really, because I remember thinking at the time that what she said just really wasn't relative to the story, which was when she was obviously, you know, giving facts about the how he died, like it was in a helicopter crash, and sort of talking about him, like, basketball player, he was a father and a husband. So at the end of the broadcast, like, well, right at the end when she was about to finish talking about him, she said in 2006 he was alleged of rape, which I remember at the time thinking, so well, he was alleged and he wasn't found guilty, so why is that relative to the story at all? I just, you could say anything, anything for that, like, oh, you know, Kobe Bryant also has like size 11 shoes. It's not really relative to what, about, who he is really, which I think is what, they should focus on. So in this the right one. So I was looking through OffCom section 5, and I thought, so I was reading through this. So you see here, so impartiality. So it says due means adequate or appropriate to the subject and nature of the program. And then if I go down to 1.12, so I'm going to just read this quickly. So it says, in reporting on particular news items, the broadcasters should take account of all relevant facts. Right, so if I just sort of stop there, to me, that's not a relevant fact. I just don't see how that is, I think the keyword there is relevant. It's just not, I just think it's not. And then if I go on, it says including the nature of the coverage. So if I stop there, so sort of the nature of coverage, someone's died, and you're bringing up, they're bringing up there probably the worst time in his life. If, he was found not guilty, so he's being accused of something which he didn't do. So I just think, so in terms of including the nature of the coverage, I just don't think it was, when he's just died, really recently. I don't think, like, obviously as, the time goes on, then I can see how maybe that would come up, and, things about his life. But I just, so if I carry on, it says, and whether there are varying viewpoints on a particular item. For example, if a news item includes criticism of individuals or organizations, so it doesn't criticize him. Well, I feel like in a way it sort of is. It's as if it's trying to divide your opinion on him. It's as if, alright, someone's someone's died, so even if I didn't know Kobe Bryant and I'm not a big basketball fan, but I remember thinking, God, that's massive, because I mean, so many people, like, admire him. Even, like, people in my class in school, I remember if you would throw something in the bin, you would yell like Kobe. So, people loved him, and you're sort of bringing this, just bringing up, like I said, bringing up something which just is sort of making, like, as if it's making me say, oh, should I feel sort of, sorry, for him, or should I not, because he was alleged of rape. So yeah, so in conclusion, I would say that someone does have the right to complain on this issue. So Rule 5.1, news in whatever form must be reported with due accuracy and presented with due impartiality. Yeah, so guidance 1.12, which is sort of what I've sort of picked bits out on, and hopefully I've made a sort of clear and sort of made clear what my evidence is as to why um someone would be in their right to complain. Yeah, so when I was looking for the clip from the news broadcast where they said that Kobe Bryant was alleged to rape in 2006, I also found this, which was Kobe Bryant. BBC uses footage of wrong basketball player doing broadcasts, so I'll just play the clip. So yeah, they've got LeBron James there. I don't know how they managed that. So idiot, but yeah. So someone may see that and be angry about it, which I mean you could probably understand why. I mean that I don't know how that happened, but I suppose mistakes happen. Um, so if someone was to let's say they wanted to complain about that, so if I would say their um their complaint would be in vain, because in Rule 5.2, significant mistakes in news should normally be acknowledged and corrected on air quickly. Um, so I think looking at that, they realized their mistake and they quickly apologized for it.